Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and we're going to show you 5 videos that all have to do with cleaning, like spring cleaning, and 3 of them are using nylon netting. So there's 3 options here. You could buy netting by the yard at the store, and there's several colors available, and it's very, very inexpensive. And you could buy several yards of netting, and you could cut the netting. I think it's about 2-inch strips. We're going to go to close up and show you how to make everything that you see me showing here. But anyway, you could cut it with scissors and make short strips if you fold it on this edge, or let's say you buy 2 or 3 yards, you could open the whole thing up and fold it the length of your netting, and then you'd have longer strips. But either way, it will work. And you can cut this with scissors, or what I like to do is use a cutting mat and a razor knife, and I take a ruler and I lay it on the mat over the netting at the 2-inch mark, or whatever mark that is, and then I just cut it, and I'll go to a close-up and show you how to do that. So that's how you make this type of scrubby. Now, if you just don't want to even cut netting at all, we do sell netting that's already pre-cut. This is 3 inches wide, I believe, and it is just so easy to just, you can make 3 scrubbies this size out of 1 skein of netting. So this is really the easiest way to go, and the scrubby comes out just as good as the netting that you buy by the yard. It's just as stiff, and I've been testing this out, and I made one for Yeti here, and he likes it too. And then I've made them for family and friends, and they love them. So then you could take the scrubby, and we're going to show you a third video in how you add the flower to the outside edge. So you can make like a sunflower. There's like a little blue flower here. So that's fun, and it's great to give away as gifts. And then there are 2 dishcloths. There's this one, the colors landed up looking like candy corn here. And then this is the same dishcloth done in different colors of yellow and gold. And then lastly, we're going to show you how to make this beautiful dishcloth. And this is a variegated yarn from Premier Yarns. It's called Home Cotton. And so I really love these colors. So we're going to go to a close-up now and show you one of the 5 projects that you see here, and make sure that you watch all of them in the series. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Hey guys, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy flower scrubby. Now in the center here, we've got this nylon netting, which we've worked up using a size N crochet hook. That's a 10mm. And then you take a size I hook and some worsted weight cotton yarn to make the petals. So you've got the scrubby bit in the center and a little bit softer around the edges. It's really cute, really easy, and I'd love to show you how to make it. So let's get started. When you get your nylon netting, it'll be in a little roll, and it's about that. Is that maybe 4 inches across when it's not bound up, but you'll be working it kind of like this. We suggest a size P crochet hook for this project, and it's going to start like a lot of our projects that work in rounds. You'll get it on your hook with a slip knot first of all. Leave a nice long tail, and we'll tuck that in later. And you're going to start by chaining 4. And it's going to take you a minute to get used to it, and yeah, it sounds a little funny while you're working with it. But these would make great gifts, Christmas, Mother's Day, birthdays, lots of occasions that these would make great gifts for. So once you got your 4 chain stitches, we're going to join with a slip stitch into that first one there. And then pull that through the loop already on your hook, and now you've got this great little ring that we can work into. So I'm going to work 12 double crochets into this ring. I'll chain 1, And I'm going to start working my double crochets, yarn over, and then I'm going to go right into the middle of the ring there, grab a loop, pull it through, pull a loop through 2 of the loops on your hook, and then through those 2. So as you can see just from watching me do just that, it's going to take you a little time to get used to. It's a little stiff, but it's a small project. It's going to work up pretty quickly. So there is 1 double crochet. I'm going to work 11 more for my first round, and then I'll come back and show you what to do from there. So here's 12 double crochets, and then I'm just going to end my round by joining with the first double crochet that I made, and I'll just work a little slip stitch right here into the top of that. Following along at home, you may notice that this stuff does take a little bit of extra effort, but man, I gotta tell you, it's worth it. Ever since we worked out how to make these, Maggie's been using these exclusively to wash her dishes with, and she just absolutely loves them. They soften up a little bit once you get them wet a time or two, and they're really nice. Second and final round, chain 1 in the same stitch that you joined right here, work 2 single crochets, and then in the next stitch work just 1 single crochet, and you'll repeat that around. So 2 in the next one, 1 after that, 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way around. And then when you reach the beginning again, just join with a slip stitch, trim off, and weave in your ends. So here's my finished scrubby with the ends woven in and everything. And now I can take my worsted weight cotton yarn, and again my size I hook for this. I'm going to join it with a slip stitch to any single crochet. So just take your hook, go into the stitch, pull a loop through, and then pull that same loop through the loop already on the hook. Alright, and now we're joined nice and easy like that. From here we'll chain 4, 4, there we go. That counts as our first double crochet and a chain 1. And then we're going to work 3 more double crochets in the same stitch. So just yarn over, go into that same stitch, pull your loop through, pull a loop through 2, pull a loop through 2. So there's 1, we need 2 more of those. There we go. So now we've got, in that one same stitch, we have our chain 4 and 3 double crochets. Next, let's see, you're going to chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and in the following one, you're going to work a shell. And for this project, a shell is 3 doubles, chain 1, and then 3 more doubles. This first row with the cotton is going to be the hardest because you're working into the scrubby itself, which is an odd texture. The stitches are a lot bigger, so it might be a little awkward, but the rest of the rows will go a little easier. 2 and 3. So that's a shell right there. 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 more doubles. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. So chain 1, skip the next stitch, and in the following one you'll work your shell again. So when you get all the way back to the beginning, you should have 9 shells. And this last one is a little different. So when I get ready to finish this off, I'll come back and show you how to finish off round 3, which is the first round of your petals. Now when you come back around to the beginning of the round, before we can just finish off, this isn't a full shell, so we've got to add a couple more stitches to that. So just finish the shell here, and then I'll chain 1 and work 2 double crochets in that first stitch that I worked into. And then after you do that, then you can slip stitch into that first double crochet, which was actually your turning chain. So just go into there and join that together. Alright, so that's round 3, the first round of your petals. For round 4, you're going to slip stitch in the chain 1 space here. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Work 3 double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2. Gonna shell in the next shell. So you'll just go over to the next shell here, and right in the center of it, where that chain 1 space is, that's where we'll do another shell. So you'll just yarn over, go right into there, do your 3 doubles, chain 1, and your other 3 doubles. So again, we'll do this all the way around, and you'll end round 4 with 9 shells, just like you ended round 3. But like I said, hopefully this round will be a little easier because you're working into the yarn and not the scrubby. So it should go a little faster for you. So I'm going to do round 4, and I'll come back and show you how to continue on from there. And when you come to the end of round 4, we're going to do like we did before and finish off our partial shell here. So after I chain 2 at the end of this shell, I'll work 2 more double crochets into this first spot here, and then join together just like I did last time. Well, as long as I can get my hook in there. There we go. Alright, so that's the end of round 4. For round 5, slip stitch in that chain 1 space there, chain 4, 3 double crochets in the same space. It's all starting to sound a little familiar. 2 and 3. Chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet in the next chain 2 space. So in this space between my 2 shells, just go under that chain there, pull loop through, and pull loop through both those loops, and just single crochet around that chain just like that. Then chain 1, and we'll work a shell into the middle of the next shell, and we'll repeat this around. So after I do this shell, chain 1, then I'll single crochet around this chain 2 here, and so on all the way around. And we'll do the same thing when we come back to the beginning of this round. We'll put 2 more double crochets in there to finish off that shell and then join. So this is round 5. I'm going to finish it, and then round 6 will be our last round. So I'll come back and show you that. So here is our almost finished flower scrubby. I've got the 6th and final round left. And it starts like the other rounds. We'll slip stitch right here in the middle of this shell. And then chain 4. And then we're going to work 3 double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2, and then what your pattern says is long single crochet in corresponding chain 1 space on round 1. What that means is you're going to go, take your hook, go all the way under this first chain 1 from the first row of the petals, go under there, pick up your loop, bring it through, and you don't want to really crunch this too much. So leave it nice and long, and then you'll finish it off as a single crochet. And it looks kind of like that. Just got a long single crochet because we've got that long V shape there. And it just kind of pulls up that bottom row there. After you do that, chain 2, shell in the next shell, so right here in the middle, we'll work our shell as usual. There's 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then 3 more. When you finish your shell, chain 2. You're going to do the long single crochet again. So take your hook, go underneath this bottom row here, grab your yarn, pull through. Again, you don't want it tight, so let it kind of draw up naturally, and then finish your single crochet. And then chain 2 and shell in the next stitch. And you'll continue this all the way around. When you get to the first one again, we'll finish it just like we did before. We'll do 2 more double crochets before joining, and then you can finish off and weave in your ends, and you'll have this beautiful flower. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment down below. And in the description, you'll find the link to the pattern and the materials for this project. Thanks for watching.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these 2 shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.